Warren Buffett, please. Hey all, Choiboy here. Welcome to another video. Today is the August 2020 Sharesies Portfolio update. I'm sorry I'm a bit late on it. I did a live stream for my 500 subs. For you guys who didn't watch the live stream, thank you very much for the 500 subs. It really supports me and motivates me to, keep doing this kind of thing. Sharing my opinions and views of the stock market and maybe the greater investment world in the near future. So thank you very much. We'll get straight into it. It's going to be very brief. Today I'm going to be talking about my portfolio, what has changed and what companies I brought back and stuff like that. You can already see I brought Bliss back, so we'll get into that real quick. After that, I'll just go over the changes that Sharesies made. The US shares came into Sharesies now, and that's a big thing. So people can do NZ investments, but also US investments all in one place. So they added the three main US stock exchanges, the New York Stock Exchange, the Chicago Board, and the NASDAQ. You got really good options here, but once again, it is risky because there's thousands of them, right? There's so many of them. You just got to be careful when you have so many options. Most people don't know what to do with them. It's just like, oh my gosh, I want to buy this, that. Don't do that. I'll just talk a little bit about it as I go through them. There is a bit of UI, UX changes in the invest thing here, right here. So we'll get into that right away. So disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before you buy or sell any stocks I talk about. It is not professional advice. Take it in as entertainment. Let's get straight into it. So the portfolio value on the 31st August 2020 is dun 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 14.461k dollars. Now we got quite a bump here. In the previous July update, I think I had around 9.5k. Now it's 14.4k. So we have an increase of $5,000 here. I'll show you where these kind of came from, and we'll slowly go through each company I have again, and why I have them, what's happening with them just very recently and stuff like that. Let's get straight into it really quickly. So first of all, we got Abano. Abano had a really big peak today. So you remember Bitco, these guys were trying to buy Abano way back, like earlier this year. That didn't go through, and I think that was around $5 or so. I don't remember the exact price, but now they came back. They're like, hey, let's actually buy you guys up for $4.45. So Abano and Bitco has an offer going on around $4.45 per share. Now, because of that, it was trading around $2.06, $2.07 around there, but now it's jumped straight up to 3.7. It didn't go straight up to 4.45. We won't see that until there's a lot of confidence of where the market's going to go, and whatever happens to it, I think Bitco will probably buy it. I'm not entirely sure, but that's just my feels. So maybe I'll just keep it to the end and maybe they'll buy up my shares. I don't know. So let's see how that goes. So I'm going to be leaving Abano for now because it's doing me pretty well. I mean, I went from like 500 up to like 1,000 up. So really good effort here. So nothing much to talk about that. We got Bliss. So Bliss, I sold Bliss a while ago in June. And that was because it was doing nothing. And it still did nothing, really. There were some updates on NZX, they were putting out their results. But a few recent market updates from them, it really caught my eye, is that they're looking to expand in Canada and China. Now in China, I think they're trying to get into the Tmall for Alibaba, I think, and Alipay kind of platforms. So they have someone called Roof Life doing that kind of digital marketing and e-commerce stuff and a bit of logistics for Bliss, which is a Australian company, I think, Roof Life. So check them out. I think they're doing something with Bliss for China, and for Canada, I don't even remember the company. There's two markets they're trying to expand into. They're trying to get into that growth phase. Like, I think they know what their product is. They're very solid on their research and stuff like that. So I think they're just trying to expand the markets they're in, and China and Canada sounds like a really good idea to me. So why not? maybe everyone will be back into well-being and health. Maybe I was wrong before, so I bought back just a bit, $1,000. It's a bit down. You know, I bought $1,000 worth and it's like $50 down, but that's okay. If China or Canada works out, we'll see some nice improvements in the share price, hopefully. Once again, we got Kathmandu. Nothing much going on with Kathmandu. I mean, lockdown happening in Auckland. It's not really doing that great for Kathmandu, but they do have a financial results coming out later in September, I think 23rd or so. So just keep an eye out for that. I think it's been holding its price really well. You know, it's been doing really well, and I think yeah, something might happen. I don't know what happened to all my shares that I bought. Where are the dots? Alright, so my dots has disappeared. But anyways, it's been, you know, around the same $10, $20 kind of levels. It's not doing too much. We'll probably see some more price dynamics as we come up to the announcement for the financial results. So we'll keep an eye on Kathmandu, but nothing much happening here. ClickShare, they're investigating to ASX listing, so that's pretty interesting public news that we had. So yeah, all my trade dots are gone. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, nothing much to talk about, and I can't talk about the company, so we'll just skip it. But still a good tech company for me because I work in it. And we got finally Vista. Vista was interesting. So Vista had a recent pump. Not sure exactly why. There was no significant kind of trigger to it, but they did have one market update that just said, hey, we're doing this, not too bad. Half year results, was it? And they also talked about 51% of the market share is on them, excluding China. I don't know how big China is to them, but excluding them, they said 51% of the market is theirs. So that seems somewhat reasonable for me. I think, I'm not sure if it justifies this kind of pump here, but you know, it's not a huge pump, so we're not going to even bother. But I've bought $1,000 more of Vista as well. So if we just go to my wallet, so I bought $1,000 of Vista. This was like 3 days ago. I bought some Bliss, you know, the $1,000 of Bliss and $1,000 of Kathmandu. That's pretty much it for August, really. I've been chucking a few of my referral monies into Vista. I don't know where else I can put it into, so I was just topping up my Vista with my referral monies. If you do need a referral code, please look in the description below. It's right there for you. And I don't know if the $15 for you promotion is still up, but yeah, it was up, so check it out anyways if you don't have a Sharesies account. Cool, so that's pretty much it for the portfolio update. Quite a boring one. I'm back to my original 5 companies. Honestly speaking, I'm a very boring investor, right? I don't like day trade or anything like that. Completely the opposite way of how I see stocks, I guess, so I just don't do that. Just bear in mind of that. But it is interesting to see how the invest part changed. So first of all, let's talk about, you know, they put some shadowing here, the kind of like a 3D effect around the shares. Oh yeah, pretty nice. I can see some people might get pretty annoyed with it, but I think it's pretty nice. But in general, the big changes came into invest because the invest page now has US stocks. We got CBOE, we got NISE, and we got NASDAQ. So we got lots and lots of companies, lots of ETFs, managed funds, everything. So how you use them, it's by filters. Now you have to use filters. So if you want to look at companies, you need to do companies. For example, if you press company filter and only that one, then it just shows you all the companies that Sharesies offers. Now this could be from any of the 3 US stock exchanges or the NZX. So if you just want to stick with the NZX, then you need to go into filter companies, then you need to filter it by NZX. Then you'll see your original kind of companies. That's that. For example, you want to filter out by NASDAQ US stocks. Yeah, so you can see that they have 964 companies in NASDAQ listed up for you to buy and sell on Sharesies. And then you see all the NASDAQ ones. See, and it's the same with the CBOE, you know, There's one in CBOE, which is the CBOE Global Markets. I think it's their own investment company. And we got NYSE, 1,300 companies. So we got the Berkshire, Warren Buffett, please. Either way, you got lots and lots of options. You can go into ETFs for all the US ones, then you got all the ETFs, and then you might want managed funds, not ETFs. Okay, they don't have any managed funds for the US stocks, so sorry about that, but you do have a bunch of ETFs. Do remember, if you want to buy anything in the US stock exchange, you need to change your New Zealand dollars into US dollars first. I believe the exchange rate is 0.4%. That is not a huge amount, but it is still quite a bit, right? For example, $1,000, you're paying $4 as exchange fee. Then on top of the exchange fee, when you buy or sell a US stock, you got the original transaction fee, the 0.5% up to $3,000 and 0.1% for anything above $3,000 for each order. So keep that in mind. For example, this is a tip from me. If you do want to get into an ETF, but if you really don't care if it's a replica version in NZX or the real one in the US, I would rather just stick with the replica one, to be honest. I don't know if I want to, deal with all the overseas investments, kind of like the PIE and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that gets involved if you have a lot of money in overseas investments, so keep that in mind. The UI and the UX is quite fair. You just need to play around with it to get used to it. But yeah, I think I already got used to it. I didn't even buy or sell anything using this page yet, but it seems pretty intuitive. So filter, I want companies and ETFs in NZX, and it gives me everything, all the companies and all the ETFs. They added more sorting thing. I don't think they had market cap before. Now they have market cap. You can sort by market cap, which is really, really nice. It's really nice that they added the market cap sorting algorithm, because I don't think you could see the market cap on the Sharesies before. So now they added that as well. So if you look into a company, they tell you a lot more, like transaction fees, gross yield. They changed a bit of this, the stats, it's a bit of a UI change here, and they have the market cap here, so yeah, pretty nice. No huge changes, but it is quite a change. You got so many options now. Explore, but with research first. Just before I finish today, I think I just want to touch on one thing that was happening to NZX recently. So I think NZX has been getting DDoSed recently. That's pretty much constant pinging from many various areas around the world to a certain kind of network. Now they're pretty much jamming the NZX front page and all that kind of stuff. So I think I read on the news that their core trading platform and stuff like that was untouched, but it's just their main homepage. The main NZX domain was getting hit, for what I believe. So you could see sometimes when you were trying to get on the NZX page, it would just say error or something like that. So just keep in mind, they are going under a few attacks here and there by some Russian hackers called Cozy Bears. They have been kind of like hitting numerous companies in Australia and New Zealand, and this year it seems like they attacked a few in New Zealand and they asked for Bitcoin for them to not attack. So that's pretty funny, but just keep in mind that that's why NZX was down every now and then. So yeah, but I think the trading was still going on in the background. I'm not sure how impacted that was, but it was not that bad actually. I think the trading was still going fine-ish. I think sometimes it was a bit slow or something like that, but doesn't even matter. Anyways, thank you for watching today. If you liked the video, give it the thumbs up. Put a comment down below what you thought. I will be coming back with a live stream later on or something like that, or maybe it'll be the next September Sharesies Portfolio update or something like that. If I have any other topics I want to talk about, I will make a video on it. If not, I'll see you in the next live stream or the next portfolio update. Until next time, see you around.